Hi, this is Denise Matthew, and today I have the Beginner's Guide HD 101 to how to read your human design chart. Now, there's a lot of stuff to learn in human design, and this only brushes the surface, but I tried to give a taste of all the different flavors in the chart, and I hope it will be helpful. Now, it may take a few times or a few runs through to get all the information down, and that's okay. Take your time as much as you need or as little as you need. The whole thing about it is that it's a resource for you so that you can decide what you want to do with your chart. So the first thing you need to do is get your own human design chart. All you need is your birth date, your birth time, and your place of birth. Now, not everybody has their birth time, and that's okay. For the most part, you can usually get a vibe for your chart. Now, the moon may change based on the time because it does actually transit a few gates as the day 24 hours goes by. But ultimately, it will give you hopefully a flavor. But I do have a video that's on my channel, and I'll put the link below, so that can help you if you don't have your birth time to try and figure out exactly what your birth time is or what your chart looks like in human design. Now, the place to get the human design chart is right here. So there's a lot of free resources. And of course, there's always going to be paid subscriptions to different places or paid apps. But for the most part, you can get a lot of information from humandesignamerica.com. And you can also go to jovianarchives.com. Now, those places will always give you a free chart. And sometimes I think if you sign up for things, they'll give you sort of a small reading of your chart, just talking about your centers and a few other things. The only downside to the Human Design America is that it doesn't have any dates that go any earlier than 17 or thereabouts. So if you want to get a birth chart for somebody who was born in the early 1900s, like super early, or the 1800s or something like that, then you'll need to go to the Jovian Archives, and that works really well. Another site I really like is Genetic Matrix. Now, this is something that they've just started doing some paid subscriptions, and they have a lot of options if you do have the paid subscription, but yet they still do have the free chart. Now, the free chart looks a little different. As you can see, I have an image here. So it depends upon what chart you're looking at, but ideally, if you have an idea and you look at all the charts and you can see the parts of the charts despite what they look like, that's going to be helpful to you in the long run. Now, Human Design app, they just updated their app, and their app now has the sacral as a round circle. Now, this is, as far as I know, the only app or the only body graph that exists out there with a circle for a sacral. And it is a little unusual for me to see it, but I mean, they do have a lot of information in the app, and to me, it's worth it. When I bought it, it was about $10, and it goes on pretty much any iOS. But again, it's not necessary. But if you want to have something at your fingertips all the time, and it also gives you the ability to store your data or store people's data. Now, if you don't already have your chart, this would be the time to go and get one, and we can start going through it.